I'm on a Hammersmith City Line train, hello, heading east, just left East Ham, next stop Barking, which you might think of a busy station, loads of platforms, loads of through trains, but for the H&C, it is in fact the end of the line. Our train arrives on platform 2 and the doors open up on the right hand side. This member of staff gets on to detrain all the passengers. A quick check over here, yes, this door is definitely not opening, and I say that because look what happens with the next train.
As with the Central Line that we saw at Stratford, eastbound District Line trains here open up their doors on both sides so that you can connect to platform 1 more easily, which is no longer in use. More on that in a moment. Barking is a complicated station with multiple platforms. It has 2 flyovers to the west, which allows both overground and underground services to pass over National Rail services and not conflict with them. There's also a couple of disused platforms. Let's look at one of those now.
Platform 3 is where Hammersmith and City Line trains all used to terminate. You had to walk down to get this far to catch an old sea stock. It's also got its own creaky sign that blows in the breeze, like out of a western or something. Barking might just be the windiest station I've ever been to. But then something happened that caught me out. A District Line train arrived on platform 3. So, having just said that nothing ever stops at platform 3 anymore, this District Line train just pulled in and terminated on platform 3. So I looked it up to check. Some services, some occasional services, do still terminate at platform 3. So normally, if you're on a westbound train, you go to platform 6, but occasionally a district, as this one, or maybe a Hammersmith and City, does still leave from platform 3. The next district pulled in, so I made use of hopping through the train to get through to the other side. So you can come out on this side, and this takes you, see this is now platform 2, and platform 1 is where the Overground used to go from. Yes, this is where you used to change to get the Overground, which used to terminate here before it was extended to Barking Riverside. The dot matrix, though, thinks that it's platform 12, when it's very definitely platform 1. That's because Overground trains now call up platforms 7 and 8, using one of the flyovers to the west of the station to cross over the tracks, and then go along one of the newest pieces of railways in London, the extension down to the new Barking Riverside station. Barking is a super busy station. Have I mentioned that already? Actually managed by C2C Railways, and all of their services stop and call here as they pass through. It also seems like there's a lot of steps everywhere, but the platforms are accessible via ramps down to a subway, with a single lift to access them, actually out of use at the moment because the station, especially the ticketing area, is being hugely redeveloped at the moment. Actually, the subway might be the quietest place in the station. Are you a regular user of Barking Station? My theory goes that this station is really busy. There's like hundreds of people. No matter what time of day you come here, it's constantly busy, and the hubbub and community just outside. So these tunnels down here, slightly echoey, yellow passageways, may just be the quietest part of Barking Station. So it's time to do my hilarious part of this video. I just got chatting to my friend on text. He said, don't forget to mention the fact that there's the phrase, 1 stop short of Barking. And I said, isn't it 2 stops short of Barking? And if you Google it, because I wasn't sure, it basically says that the phrase, well, it refers to the English colloquialism as being barking mad, but we're unsure as to whether it's 1 stop short of Barking or 2 stops short of Barking is the phrase. If you know, please put it in the comments. Either way, he said, don't forget to make the gag that Barking should really be on the Isle of Dogs. I can't use that. That's not funny, is it? Time to get away from the maelstrom that is Barking Station. Let's start with a walk up Wakering Road to the side, where there's the entrance to a signals and track depot. But keep going and you get to a point where there's the main road and the best place to stand if you just want to, well, watch all the trains come in and out of Barking Station all day. But Barking's biggest surprise lies just a short 5-minute walk away, where there's this, a delightful open space area, which turns out to be Barking Abbey ground. Yes, these are the remains of Barking Abbey, which was first established in the 7th century. Oh, and the squirrels here are pretty tame too.
Afternoon. He goes nuts for railways.
Keep walking and you'll get down to the quayside of the River Roding, an attractive area that's been redeveloped, and next to it is Barking Barrage. designed to halt the upstream progress of tidal flow. One side is a navigational channel with 2 curved gates powered by hydraulic rams. The other side is a gushing weir that stabilises water levels and includes a fish ladder to allow marine life to pass through. It's just nice here, away from the bustle of Barking High Street and the constant flow of people through the station.
And having done Barking, that now means I have to go and do Hammersmith, which is the other end of the line for the Hammersmith and City Line. If I hurry, I can go catch that train that's just pulled in.
There's a playlist with all the episodes in this series coming up, and we've still got the Trams, Elizabeth Line and Overground end of the line stations to do.